to... I need to relaunch real fast. Yep, sorry, give me a sec. Oh. Well, sorry, I'm just the worst person. Yeah, fair. It works for me. Alright, do callouts. Tossing a random slur every once in a while and you're good. Mm-hmm. But plus slurs. but but you thought them. You thought the slurs. Oh my god. Alright. Welcome back. Welcome. Ha. Oh my god, Michael, I was playing the finals earlier and I saw somebody named the Hebrew Hammer. I've lost my shit. Oh god, how Jewish is it?
No rules. no boundaries he doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. He's not loyal to a flag or a country or any set of ideals. He trades blood for money. He's your new best friend.
I mean...
No rules, no boundaries he doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide.
All you have to do is he doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. That's your clip. Is he... Okay, is he trying to play with Merc, or is he... Okay, that, I mean... That explains it, but... you know... I'm pretty sure half of Patrick's concept of video games is just standing there waiting. Yeah. If Foxhole's taught me anything. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend I haven't done that in 14 a few times, but like, I intended to go play something and I got distracted. I'm pretty sure this man just likes to actually queue there, like he's British. I remember the one time we tried to do Skyblock and we both decided to try and design stuff. Really funny way to... Now time to see if Aces is paying attention. I'm sorry, what? Do I even want to know? Oh, that's right. You only have one fucking monitor. Oh God, you're gross. I'll just buy you a second monitor. I don't think what you just described is good. No, I'm pretty sure it's just his laptop monitor. Okay, thank God. Okay. Alright, okay, so, Michael, you're on D. Okay, so these are the fourfold fires, so the 4 chthonic vents. These are the spread positions when it's octaflare, and we're all on the same side, right? So the actual positioning for, like, for example, Cole, where you're gonna stand is like right up there. Like you're gonna be right up on that mask. And then for melees, they're standing like riding up to be at max melee. Alright. So we'll probably die to the spacing a few times. That's fine. You know, just really watch where the circles are to know how far you can kind of ride up into the safe area. Now, when it's when it is Tetraflare, so it's partner stacks, what we're gonna do simply is we're just gonna have tanks rotate counterclockwise. So A to D, C to B. Okay, and then 1 to 2, 4 to 3, and so the range DPS will just slide in onto the healers. Okay. So do these positions make sense? Does anybody have any questions? What do you mean east-west? Right. So the Oh, okay. Yeah. It's all relative. It's all relative. So you're always going to the right side. Yeah. So it's always relative looking at the boss. Yeah. It's always yeah. Okay, yeah. So the boss should always be middle for this this mechanic, so it's just boss relative. Yeah. So light party 1 always the left side, light party 2 always right side, and then main tank up front, off tank at max melee. Any other questions for this? This is the positioning specifically that Aethys you were asking about. So does this make sense? Okay, like I said, we'll die to this a few times just to get the positioning and timing and kind of getting used to running here. So like, I expect this to die. So, okay, and then we'll just go over these positions real fast. So healers on 4, tanks on 3, I believe is what I had said. Melee's on 1 and ranged on 2. I think that's what we said the last time, right? Okay. And so this... it's always relative. So imagine the boss is in the middle, and no matter which light party you're in, you're always going to be standing relative in this position. So tanks will always be left. Range will always be right. Melee always up front, and healer is always in the back. Does that make sense? Okay. Sure. Let me. I'll just do this to mirror it. So you would just go to your corresponding color on the other side. Does that help? Okay. Okay, so that's that. Now if it's cross corner, but it's Tetraflare, then you're just gonna run up on your partner here. So again, healers and ranged, and then melees and tanks. So you just collapse on the tanks will collapse on melees, and healers will collapse on ranged. Yeah. If you and your partner decide that you want to like do it opposite, that's fine. But as default, we'll just go with supports collapse for this one. But if it's easier for like the range to collapse on the healers, for example, then like that's fine. Tank should always collapse on melees for uptime. So it's kind of just the ranged people can kind of have some flexibility there. Okay. Any questions about any of the positions for fold fires? That's fucking based as shit. Holy shit. The most based MMO gamer ever? Oh my god, that's amazing. I don't think you were being ethical, I think you were just being poor. Oh my god, for shapes? Oh god. Wow. Okay. Oh my. Oh my god. Okay, the A, B, C, and D, these are for dog positions, for dog 2. So dog 2 is gonna cast, Tetraflare or Diflare. So the A, B, C, and D positions are for when he casts Tetraflare. So the order is going to be main tank melee 1, off tank melee 2, ranged 1, healer 1, ranged 2, healer 2. Okay. Now the rough positionings for these is going to be A all the way up at the edge. What is this? I think it's like B roughly there. C. And then D. Now the actual position that we line up at will depend on which direction we need to get knocked back to. So if, for example, he's charging through the middle, we'll get knocked back to the east or west. If the next leap is a knockback at 1, we would get pushed back to the east. So we would line up right here along the block line. Okay, so we get knocked back here. We would then wait a second for the Tetraflare to resolve, then we would run to 1, and then we would get knocked back from 1. Okay. If it was not the knockback but the AoE at 1, then we would line up on the other side over on this black line to get knocked away from the AoE, let it resolve, and then get ready to get knocked back for another dash through metal again. Okay. Now if it's Die Flare, then what's going to happen is the light parties are going to line up here. Roughly here. Okay. And so this will be light party 1 on A, light party 2 on B. And then same thing, wait for the Die Flare to resolve, and then move. Okay. We only saw Dog 2 once, so I'm not gonna like hyper explain it, but just things to be aware of and like looking for if and when we get there. Any questions on like the positioning for Dog 2? Okay, yeah, it'll just be one of those ones where you gotta see it and get some reps in. And then the last one is Snake's 2 positions. For this, it is DPS on, what is it, on 1B, D. Wait, oh God, I cannot tell between the two fucking Malfils. No, okay. DPS on AC 4 and 2. That's what it was. I was trying to say you all look alike. That's so relatable. That's so relatable. Right. So these are static positions, so you'll always be here. The spacing is that it's going to be basically here in this orientation, but you're going to be standing between the black and the white lines. So what that means is A will be here, here, and so forth. Okay. So this spacing should give us enough room for if the snake is on the cardinals and the intercardinals that we don't kill it with our green puddles. Again, spacing, getting used to it, we'll probably die to killing the snakes a few times. So, not worried about it, expected, but again, just kind of get used to the spacing. So, again, if the snakes pop out at the cardinals, then everybody will look at the corner of the room that is closest to them. So 3 and 4 would look at me here. C and D would look all the way over here. And everybody else would look respectively. Now if it's on the inner cardinals, snakes pop out inner cardinals, then 4 and D would look right here at where the white meets the edge of the room. And then 2 and 3 would look out all the way over here, B and C, and A and B, 1 and A respectively. Okay. Any questions about these positionings? Fantastic. That's all I'm going to go over for right now. because it'll just be more useful to see it a few times. So. Got food, pop it. And then... So you can move, yeah. You really only ever have to know that you're in light party 1, and then just kind of do your responsibility, and it'll just kind of work out. Yeah, yeah. The light parties that we set up the other day, those are meant to be like persistent light parties. So a light party will pretty much always consist of 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 melee, 1 ranged. Yeah, same person. So let's just split into our light parties real fast, just so everybody is double sure. Fantastic. Okay. And then for Dog 2, the Die Flare is targeted on healers. So yeah, I've marked me and Korn. So it's easier to follow. If it becomes a problem or like hard to see because of it, then we can take them off. But yeah, okay. Anything else? I think we're ready to go. Yes. Any other questions? Fantastic. Cole, on you. Oh, yep, no, you're right. Please, no, we know clock spots. Okay. Everybody remembers clock spots, right? Okay, fantastic.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Octaflare.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
So we spread out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Out of hitbox.
You are afraid to be consumed.
No swaps. blew my entire load there. Nice one, I didn't die. I think I pressed every mitigation button I had. Now my lol-fell racism makes more sense now, doesn't it? Octoplayer. Octoplayer in. Does anybody still need the out of hitbox or knockback call out? Okay. Alright, just wall it. Yeah. I'll call knockback. I won't call out of hitbox. Aces, could you not take damage? Thanks. I didn't see what it was. Thank you. Octa in. I got boots. No swaps. Missed, okay. Yeah. So that would have been supports. Oh, good. We're still alive. Okay. This is the intermission. Mystery creation. With your partners.
Leave naught but ash in your way.
Remember to spread out here, north-south. This will be out with your partner, out with your partner. Yeah, so typically what I do is I just stand right behind the marker, the cardinal marker, and then reminder aces you want to go actually into the hitbox, like super in, because it's baited on the closest people. So in that situation, you want to just like run straight up into it too. No, I'm just saying it's safer, okay? It's safer because then if somebody messes up, there's more margin for error. God damn it.
Rest eternal, dark depths of this prison.
Ace is the next cam girl. God, we have so many buffs, Octaflare.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
Octaflare out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Back.
You will know my name.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's praying before a god? Leave naught but ash in your way.
East-west. This is out and spreads. Two. Nice.
I shall
no swaps. Yeah, it's rough. No, that was a lot better though. The intermission. Or I guess the first intermission.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this
I
prison.
disagree that I pulled. Tetraflare.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ashes always.
Tetraflare out.
Out of my sight.
Yeah, just wall it.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison. Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ashes
I missed what it was. Okay, Petra out.
out of my sight.
Well, aces died and then people got extra. Yeah.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice. Rest eternal in the dark depths of
disagree.
this prison.
Thank you.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ashes always.
Petra out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Thanks, Swap.
You are afraid to be consumed.
northwest. Here's his wallet. Somebody else didn't bait. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, make sure you just run. If you're baiting, like, stand under him, basically. Because the farther in you run, the more margin of error it gives people.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Locked it.
Sheer flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
Knocked it in.
And sink sorrow into your heart.
No, we'll come back. Ardman's gonna die here, but...
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
No, knock back. Yeah, no, it's long enough where
Know my rage.
we're gonna die here anyways. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
Praying before a god.
Too fucking far away when you die, goddammit. Yeah, what's the statute say on that?
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
God damn it, Michael. Petra.
Sheer flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
Petra out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are afraid to be
No swaps. partners east-west. This will be out with your partners. Unlucky. And then 4 would be safe.
My wish fulfilled.
Before we pull real fast. Yeah. Yes, I know aces. I saw that. For that call out for the second half of illusory creation, where I'm calling out for that, what I mean is go out to your corner. So this lock square here. Sure, I'll try and mentally do that. Yeah, I'll try and do that. I'll try and calm corners and center. Okay.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Octa.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Octa out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
No swaps.
Praise to be consumed. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
North south. Corners, spreads. I got corn. 2 is safe. will be knockback. One, two, three, four. Fantastic. And it'll be stack up in middle. And this will be a mitigate. So if we have the Dark Knight raid one. So we're gonna stack with our partners at the very end. Tetra Flare at the end. Get to safe spot. This would be Octaflare, so spread. And then this is just get to safe spot. And this would be in with your partner. Out of hitbox. Okay, and into your static positions. Corn, you're between 2 and C. You want to make sure you're inside the white lines. And okay. So anybody have questions on positioning? I think I saw some people out of position, but it was a lot going on there. Yeah. Corn has to run towards one of the edges, not the corner. So, for example, aces, you can like come over here, right here at this edge, like right where I'm standing, and then corn can run all the way out here. Yeah, so you don't want to be directly in the middle. I think for that one, corn also ran to the outside corner back here, so you were both just straight up in a line anyways. But aces, if you cheat over more, and then corn, yeah, and then if corn just cheats over here, then you should dodge the cleave, or dodge the line. Light party 1 looks, yeah, it's east-west, so light party 1 looks east, light party 2 looks west. Yes, sorry. Light party 1 looks west, light party 2 looks east. You're right. It took me a second to realize what I said, alright? I get my east-west mixed up, alright? Fuck you. Yeah. Okay. I'm a dumb motherfucker who always mixes up East and West. Okay, shut up, Midwesterner. All right, let's take a quick 5, and then we'll come back. I need to bring up the fucking map again, apparently. Because West, you split it down the middle. It's the west of the middle. Right, and so East West. Hold on. Hold, east of the Mississippi as a benchmark for it not like, oh, he's west of the Mississippi. Uh, West is a shortening of Old West, so don't tell me you're Canadian. Yeah. Worse than Canadian. Spicy Portugal, let's go! And Party Finder, apparently. All the more reason. It's probably, I don't even think it's the first time you said it tonight. I'm not like other Brazilians, I swear. Is that another one of those classic WoW videos that you're gonna link me later? but like, do more. Just, duh. Yeah, true. Yep. Or if you're not, fuck, who's that one Mistweaver on the? No. It was during Shadowlands. No, was it during Shadow? I think it was during Shadowlands where just Mistweaver was just absolutely pumping. Tetra. I'm fucking with it. Do you just want to call it instead? Because I can. This would be Tetra N. No, it's gonna tick. Knockback. One, two, three, four. We're fine. North south. This will be corners with your partner. Yeah. So, just really quickly, for baits, the position to stand inside the boss's hitbox is just, if you're baiting, just run up onto these positions. You basically just want to be standing in between each of the red masks. Right. I think what's concerning is that we've only ever gotten corners. We've never gotten. I think we've gotten the inside one once. Petra. Petra out. Knockback. One, two, three, four.
Praying before a god.
Shit. Fuck, I fucked up. I thought it was two.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East-west. This will be corners with partner. I got him. One.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
Tank swap. We will be spreading at the end. Stack under.
Sate your boundless hunger.
This is stack with your partner. Get to a safe spot, doesn't matter where.
Fulgent claim my servant's right.
And this is spreads out, spreads out.
A fitting death. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
I believe this will be dog. Knockback. Okay, and this is go to A. Okay, and this is die flare, light party 1 up front, light party 2 further back.
Be crushed underfoot.
We don't know which way yet. Towards D, towards D. So line up right here on the block line, on the block line. Wait. Then line up on this black line again here. Get knocked to A. If only we had a little bit more limit break. I'm him? No. Unironically, if there was more time between the Flame Vipers, you right-click on me and you request repair. Yep. Yeah.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
So it's your fault. Thank you. Can somebody else actually just call that out? Because
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Petra N.
And bring sorrow into your heart.
Getting flashbacks to Prague when I was on content, I still was fucking it up back then. No swaps.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
North-south. Corners with the partner. That's my bad, I called it late. Yep.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
This will be knockback.
You will know my rage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Praying before a god.
Safe spot. Spread positions. Safe spot. And then I don't remember what conceptual was. Okay, this will be octa spreads inside. I'll get boots. No, at 49. I would say just pop LB. Oh, I might have killed this. Yeah, the mechanic still resolves. I mean, yeah, just live it. Although you're gonna die here, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. 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 Sure. So, okay, is there any specific part, or is it just like general order of how things happen? Okay, so fourfolds gets cast. We stack up underneath the boss, and then all the events explode. It takes radial damage, so we need to be in the middle to mitigate and take less damage. Light Party 1 will look at west. Got it this time. Light Party 2 will look at east. Okay. And so once the vents explode, you're gonna sit there and wait until they start bubbling. It'll take like 3-ish seconds for them to start bubbling, roughly. If the 2 vents that you're looking at are bubbling, you run away from them. So you'll run, let's say you're Light Party 1 and both your vents start bubbling, you'll just run east. If none of your vents are bubbling, you just run towards the safe vents. If only one of your vents is bubbling, you just run to the safe vent. So you're always running to the safe vents for the first hit. The first hit is always just get to the safe spot. Alright, so you don't have to worry about an Octaflare or a Tetraflare for the first vent. It's always just get to a safe spot. Then for the second vents, that's when we have to do the Octaflare or Tetraflare. So look at where the safe vents are. If so you still have your east-west priority for the second set of vents. So if, let's say, the safe spots were on 3 and 1, Light Party 1 would go to 3, Light Party 2 would go to 1. And then you would resolve either your Tetraflare or your Octaflare in your corner. If, for the second set of vents, the safe spots are on 3 and 4, then that's when we would use these positions. Okay, so these positions are for the second set of vents. These positions here are for the second set of vents, depending on if it's adjacent safe or crisscross safe. Oh, this one? This will always be boss relative. So you'll always be in this left corner for spreads. Yeah. So yeah, you're always just coming out sitting behind a vent, because the vent will be right here. So you just run behind the vent. Don't run through the vent, because you'll get a nasty dot that will probably kill you. So run around the vent, but you and Boots are always going to these corners, and you're always on the left side, Boots is always on the right side. Yeah. There's a little wiggle room. That's kind of the nice thing about these positions, that it gives you wiggle room. If something fucks up, but I mean, you can't fuck up too badly. So, like you can handle maybe 5 people in a corner, like over here. You can't handle 6 people being over here. Yeah. And so after the second set of vents goes off, then the third set of vents gets off, and the third set of vents is just get to a safe spot. It doesn't matter where you go, just get away from a vent. And then after that happens, then he's going to cast either a Phoenix or a Snake, and that tells us whether it's in or out, and then that's when the conceptual Octaflare or conceptual Tetraflare from the very beginning resolves. So that's the full order of operations. Okay. Does that ordering make sense? Any questions for it? Okay. Let's rip it. Yeah, true. Oh yeah. Yeah, if we just get really fucking nutty on our DPS, we could just skip the entire second half of the phase 1. Okay, I definitely pre-pulled that one. Octa. Octa out. Oh fuck, that's my bad. I called it and my brain just did not. Melee swap. west. Corners, partners. Two. This will be knockback.
Shall see my wish fulfilled. You will know my rage.
One, two, three, four.
Praying before a god.
Can a tank sacrifice himself? Thank you. This will be conceptual octaflare, so we're going to be spreading at the very end. Stack up. Wait. Go. Safe spot. Good. This is partners. Good. Get to a safe spot. And this was octaflare spread at the end. This is spread out. I got him. Okay. Overall, not bad.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
This will be out. Okay. Static positions.
You are afraid to be
DPS are shooting their gaze first. So DPS are freezing their snakes first. Look safe. That's fine, you still froze your snake. You were a little close to the snake. Alright, overall a lot better. Reapply food if you need to.
rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
back.
You will know my rage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's praying before a god? Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East-west. Out partners. Or corners partners, sorry. This will be 2.
Shall see my wish fulfilled.
Okay, yeah, just wipe it.
You are prey to be consumed. Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Petra.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Petra out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Wait, just wall it.
To be consumed.
We won't, so. But you didn't get debuffs. You have to be alive for the Gorgomentea cast.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Petra.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Petra out.
Out of my sight.
No swaps. Gonna need some extra mitigation. I got him. East-west. This is inside, and this will be block spots. You're good, you're good. One is safe. Gonna need some extra mitigation on this. This will be knockback. One, two, three, four. Good recover. Stack under. This is Tetra Flare with your partner. I don't remember what this was, conceptual. I think it was Octa. Tetra. Okay, positions. Michael, cheat a little bit farther towards C. Just a smidgen. Yep, you're good. DPS are shooting first. I didn't see what happened there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Until we get more used to that mechanic and timing, just play it super safe. Just drop GCDs. Yeah. Right now, it's more important to like see the mechanic a few times, like all the way through, than it is to get the globals in during it. So, yeah, we'll learn more by just seeing the mechanic.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Thank you.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
So we Octa out.
Out of my sight. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
No swaps.
Pray to be consumed.
Just wallet. Delivering death straight to you.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Petra.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
This will be Tetra in.
And sink sorrow into your heart. Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are prey to be consumed.
Tank swap. Octa. Let's be Octa in. Knockback. One, two, three, four. East-west. Inside with your partners. Inside, inside, inside. Two. Melee swap. Conceptual Tetraflare, so we'll be stacking with our partners at the end. Partner. And just get to a safe spot. And then this will be partners at the end as well. And this will be out. Partners out. Fucking nice. knockback. Away, A. Light party 1 up front. As long as the tanks survive. Michael. Okay, we beat it.
I need only reach.
Gamers.
Even should my vessel crumble,
Yeah.
I shall take
For that,
hold
yeah.
of my
And then you guys get to see the transition. It's probably because we got it to the 49%, but the mechanic had to resolve. Yeah, it was fucking wild. And don't forget, you tag the boss. Okay, and then we would wall it and then set up the new markers. But let's just run it until we die, inevitably, because... Yeah, well... Trust me, we would die anyways, because, like... so those auto attacks are tank stacks, so it's like Sledge Fist. Yeah, they're well, yeah, they're shared. So like I think tanks typically tank them on, like, tank the hits on 4, like where 4 is right now. So if you want to just go see how hard they hit, yeah, pull to 4. Yeah, we'll have to do. And then everybody kind of stacks up here. So when you're staying together, they're not too bad. This is a dot. This is a tank buster. This is separate tank busters, I think. You want to spread? Yeah. And then natural alignment. This is a fun mechanic. Basically, the people with these markers can't get hit by any damage from any other source. Otherwise, we explode. And we also take a super spicy dot. Yeah, there's like positioning to make this super easy. Yeah. And then mine goes off, and then there's super specific positioning for this stuff. Yeah. So we'll review the video for tomorrow, and then we'll kind of talk about the strats. But you kind of saw the icons, so you can kind of see what to expect. Hopefully that gives some context for when you watch the video. Yeah, we have to reclear phase 1. But yeah, it's still it's same lockout. I think execution-wise, it's a lot easier. Conceptually, it's a little bit more confusing to learn. But execution-wise, it's a lot easier, in my opinion. Probably not. Uh, but I mean, when are they bringing the servers down for pre-patch? Wednesday morning. Dang. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's just see how much we can get through on tomorrow, because I mean, practicing practice is still practice. We get, you know, we get to learn more mechanics, see new stuff. So, uh, yeah. Once Dawn Trail launches, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I think that'd be fun to do anyways. Get everybody their mounts also and unlock top. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That would be like an after the Savage Raid tier thing. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not planning on us raiding during launch. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, so what I was thinking, in terms of plans uh, for launch is where the frick is uh, so 7.2 7.16. So that first 2 weeks basically just nothing. And then 7.16, I believe there should be extremes out. So then we try and do the extremes as people are available, and then that gives us a little bit of extra time to kind of do a little bit more practice as a group with the extremes, and then 7:30, um, you know, 7:30 we go in to Savage. So yeah, they are, but I like I said, I give people a break, and then yeah, yeah. I mean, do whatever, but eh, in terms of group expectations, the 7.2 to 7.16, I'd say there's no expectations for the group. Um, but for 7.16, I think we'll meet up and start doing extremes as a group to make sure people can um, try and get their weapons and or just get some more practice in. So I mean, that is the other question for the group is how are people feeling about Wednesday, Thursday? Because I think Tuesday, Thursday would be better in terms of like efficiency and productivity, but obviously if people can't do Tuesday, Thursday, then okay. Anybody have any objections with Tuesday, Thursday? Okay, so as long as nobody has any objections, then we can do Tuesday, Thursday, um, same times, right? Okay. Um, uh, I mean, a lockout is 2 hours, so I mean, we can see how it goes in the beginning. Uh, I mean, I think all things considered, this group has made a lot of progress in one fight. Like, sure, the DPS like isn't really a factor for us, but in terms of like learning the mechanics, I think we've done really well. Grant, yeah, less than that. Yeah, less than that because we also like, um, so I'm not right. So okay, I'll explain my experience and why I think like sticking with 2 hours is probably okay. My first tier, we did blinds 4 hours a week, and then my second tier, we did not blind, and we went 6 hours a week, and it took us roughly the same amount of time to clear. Um, in terms of like getting through the end fight and just that whole kind of experience is like the context I'm coming from, whereas like I think uh, I think with the adding more time, it burns people out faster, and then people start playing worse. So I think it would probably be best to start with the 4 hours, and then if we feel like we need to add more time, we can do that after the fact because there'll be less burnout when we make that decision. Um, but that's just kind of where I'm coming from. Obviously, it's a group decision, so sure. Yeah, yeah. Reclears are always a concern. Um, yeah, we can get a taxi and yeah, yeah. We used a lot of taxis last year, so we can just get a taxi once we get 8 clears. Uh, so like I'm not super concerned about that. Um, but yeah, like I said, I don't really have any like concerns with like the group learning mechanics or being like, hey, because one of the big things about like blind prog is that like you have to come up with a strat and then you have to test it to see if it actually works. And so like I don't, and that's one of the things that takes up a lot of time is like not only coming up with a strat and like finding a strat that works, but also like being able to execute it to actually test if it works or not. But I think our group is pretty good about being able to like execute something. So I don't think we'll lose that much time in terms of blind prog that much. Um, yeah, but like we're not pretending to have watched the video because that was the crisis special. Is everybody had to do their homework, but nobody did their homework. So Amy's daughter. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at coming from. If people disagree, obviously, like you know, feel free to voice their opinions. It Yeah, like I said, we did that with my last tier, and like people got burned out. So like we can do it, but you know, yeah, Yeah, and I think that's what I'm saying is like just go with the 2 days if we feel like we really need it, so we can clear content by the time the next set of content comes out. Then we can talk about it then. But you know, people have lives. Well, some of us have lives. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck are you trying to say? We don't have a job, that we don't do work? 1 p.m. Yeah. It's a federal holiday, motherfucker. I don't have work. It is a federal holiday. Yeah, that's because you're a Japanese company. Um, yeah. I mean, my girlfriend's at work, so. Um, but yeah, so like I said, I think just sticking with 4 hours each week, 2 days, um, will be what we start with. That sounds miserable. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah. No, I think my girlfriend would kill me. Oh, for sure. Definitely not anywhere fucking close to 9 hours. Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, yeah. Is, yeah. The patches are on 4 month cycles. No, no, no. Yeah. Yeah, I think I mean we it was no shot. Oh my God, you're famous now. Later. It doesn't. Yep, I think that's everything. Um, yeah. Ultimate's angle. Yeah. We'll. I think right now we're all for that, but we'll see how we feel when we get there, because mood can definitely change at the end of a tier. So yeah, yeah, just going from prog to prog. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Not only we would have to, first of all, some of us would have to unlock Blue Mage. Second of all, we would have to fucking get all the spells, and I definitely don't have all the spells. I got like 20 spells born. Oh god. I want to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Y- That's how I finished mine too. But you don't even need to get off your mount. You just pop a potion. And I don't mean, yeah, like, and I just mean like a regular old like level 1 healing potion. because that locks in the aggro, and you can pop that while you're mounted. So you don't even have to dismount. You can just fly around the entire time. It's actually really fucking fast. I got like 70 to 80 in like 2 hours or something with dying a bunch.